Hello, and welcome to another Gherkin Picklewater Slapstick vlog. We're going to catch you up. It's been a few weeks since the last one, and we're going to make a new edition of our personal scent Slapstick as we go along today. So we're going to begin with how the shows are going. I've got a couple of shows going on right now that I'm working on, and we'll be taking to the Hollywood Fringe in June. Before that, we'll be doing a preview of the second show at the Church of Clown in May. So how's it going? Well, we've been working on this show for off and on for about a year, maybe a year and a half, but it's really been more off than on. We have some beats that we want to hit. We have 3 acts for sure that we want to do within this 30-minute show, and a loose skeleton of a structure to get us from place to place, but we don't have a show. And we've hired a director to help us find the funny that's kind of hidden under all this weight of baggage of intent. And I want to clear some of that intent out of the way and actually find the humor that flows throughout the show, which is absurd and kind of dark, and it's finding the right kind of director for that. So we've hired Dan Griffiths of Church of Clown to help us work on the show and tighten it up and get it flowing to a degree that it'll be proper for public consumption in May on the 8th and 9th at Church of Clown, and then in June on the 7th, 19th, 20th, and 21st at the MacLeod Theater as part of the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Let's get started on our scent for today. We're going to do a really bass heavy scent, so we're going to start with 1 milliliter of patchouli. So let me get out my dropper. This one will work. These droppers only hold like 3/4 of a milliliter at a time, which is weird to me. I don't know why they're set up that way, but there we go. 3/4 of 1 milliliter of patchouli, and we need another 1/4 of a milliliter. So let's squeeze some of that back out. No, put some more back in. Squeeze some more back out. There we go. Another 1/4 milliliter of patchouli. For the next part of the base, we're going to do 1 milliliter of leather. I don't know what's actually in this scent, this oil leather, but to me it smells more like a cigar store than actual leather. But this is it, leather. It's a good smell. It's a little sweeter than I like, but it's a good smell. We're going to put a milliliter, that got me about a milliliter perfectly that time, a milliliter of leather into our mix. All right. For base note number 3, we're going to put in 1/2 milliliter of sandalwood. 1/2 milliliter of sandalwood. I like the woody scents. I was trying to work with cedarwood for a while. Sandalwood, by the way. I was trying to work with cedarwood for a while, but it's too sweet, I think, in the end for me. Which is weird because I love things with cedarwood in them, but maybe I'm just using the wrong kind of cedarwood mix. Because when I put it in, I've always felt too sweet. All right, and next up would be a little musk. A little musk. I'm gonna put in a little musk. That's again going to be 1/2 milliliter. Sorry. Yeah, 0.5 milliliters. Yeah, I'm saying that right. Just had to make sure I was saying that right. Because the bottle is a 5 milliliter bottle, so we're splitting this up amongst 5 milliliters, and the base itself is 3 milliliters. So that's a lot of base note. That was musk. Musk also smells kind of sweet to me, but also a little soapy. We'll see how it goes. For our heart note, our mid note, we're going to be using frangipani. Frangipani, I think is how it's pronounced. Frangipani. It's in Nag Champa, which is an incense I like a lot. This is one of the scents that goes into Nag Champa. Again, also it's a floral and it's kind of sweet. We use a different dropper for this one. And for the frangipani, I believe we're using a full milliliter of frangipani. We are. 1 full milliliter of frangipani. Which I'm probably saying incorrectly. There we go, 1 full milliliter of frangipani into the bottle. Now we won't know what this smells like for a couple of days, because it takes a couple of days for the scents to mix together and diffuse within the solution. All right, for our top notes, well, that was our heart note, was the frangipani. For our top notes, we're going to be using bergamot, and we're going to be using half a milliliter of bergamot. This is bergamot. Bergamot is a citrus. It's green. It's a small citrus fruit. I don't have any idea what it tastes like, but it's definitely got a brightness to it, which I'm okay with. It's not so much sweet as bright. So half a milliliter of bergamot into the bottle it goes. And our last top note is going to be black pepper, which is a nice scent. It's more acidic. Ooh, my fingers are a little slippery, so I need some help opening this bottle. Black pepper, again, smells a little sweet to me. All these oils seem to have a sweetness to them that I don't really like. And I don't know why that is. Okay, we only want half a milliliter of this. Let's squeeze some of that back out. Put a little more in. Try that again. That's pretty close to half a milliliter right there. And since we've got a little space left, we're going to add in one more drop of patchouli, just to balance it back out, because I don't think I got quite enough there with my dropper earlier. So one more drop of patchouli. There we go. Right, and that is Slapstick number 8. Let's give it a mix and see what it smells like. Talking about the Hollywood Fringe, which we were talking about earlier, we signed our contract for our theater, the McCadden Theater, on McCadden Place in West Hollywood. We'll be doing 4 shows there, a preview on June 7th, and then shows on June 19th, 20th, and 21st, which is a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday. Oh. I don't know, that smells a little sweet to me. There might be too much of the sweeter scents in there, but we'll see how it goes. Let me label this as Slapstick 8, and it goes into the collection of bottles of all the other versions of the scent that I have tried. Oh, let me get the paint flowing there. Paint is not flowing. Come on. This paint pen doesn't want to work, so we'll try the other one. We got our theater, the McCadden Theater in West Hollywood. We signed the contract and paid the deposit. Next, I need to pay our final registration for the Fringe itself, which is a larger expense. Slapstick 8, all done. And I'll be doing that this coming week. And then it's just paying off the rest of the fee owed to the theater, which he's lovely enough to let us do in installments, which is one of the reasons we went with this specific theater. Because they had an installment option. And, yeah. Then my only other major expenses are advertising the show, which is an immediate major expense, paying for my ad in the Fringe Guide, and then our travel and hotel expenses for while we're there. That's probably going to be the most significant portion of our expenses, is the travel expenses, but there's no way to do this without going down there, so that's what we got to do. What else is going on? That's all looking good. We'll be doing our preview show here at the Church of Clown on May 8th and 9th at 8 p.m. I hope you can make it. The half show that we're doing at the Church of Clown is called On the Road to Armageddon. It's about 2 performers, or it's about 2 clowns at the end of the world, and their various hungers to survive and what they'll do to survive in those circumstances. The other show I have is Due to an Unforeseen Apocalypse. It's a one-man show about the last ever edition of dinner theater in the world while the bombs are falling around them. And the two shows together on this tour is called Apocalypse Clowns, and we'll be taking it to Hollywood Fringe in June, and we hope to see you there. Oh, our Kickstarter. We have a Kickstarter running right now. You can find more information at www.picklewater.com. That's www.picklewater.com. More information on our Kickstarter, which we need for trying to raise money for this tour. And that's about it for now. Hope to talk to you again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.